Today I'm gonna talk about 401k compared to a Roth IRA. So talk about which one I think is better, or just the difference in general, and you could decide up to you. You know what I'm saying? So first off, I'm gonna talk about what a Roth IRA is. Okay, a Roth IRA is an individual retirement account, right? Okay, let's say you're working a 9 to 5, right? And then your money is already taxed. So the pay, let's say you get a paycheck, right? That paycheck is already taxed. So then, but then the net income, so the money that you could take home with you, right? You can put that into a Roth IRA. So it's money that you already put, that was already taxed. Then you put it into a Roth IRA, and then that money over time grows compound interest. So it's gaining interest over time through like index funds and ETFs and etc. like that. And then and it's your retirement plan, you know what I'm saying? So whenever, let's say whenever you want to retire, you can take it out and it's tax free. So once you want to take that money out, it's already like you don't have to pay taxes on it. Because I know, like, for a 401k, when you want to take that money out for retirement, it's going to be taxed. It's going to get double taxed again. So basically, if you have a 401k at your job, right, you get taxed on the money that from your paycheck. You put it into or it gets into just transfers into a 401k. It grows over time, and then when you want to take that money out, it's getting taxed again when you take that money out. But a Roth IRA doesn't do that. The money that you already get taxed on from the income that you got, you can just take it out with the tax free. So that's the benefits of a Roth IRA. So like I said, the money that you're already making gets taxed, right? You can have side hustles, a job, you can have businesses or whatever, right? Boom. You put that money into a Roth IRA account about up to like $7,000, right? But this varies. This depends on like your age. So, but typically like $7,000, and then you invest inside of that account. So this is where people mess up. So they open up a Roth IRA, right? And they keep investing into it consistently. Every time they get paid, they invest into the Roth IRA. But the thing a lot of people I hear that they mess up at is that they don't set like an index fund. They don't set up an ETF for it. So they're just putting in money, but it's not appreciating. It's not growing interest over time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like you just kind of wasted all that time, you know, if you don't catch on to it early enough. So this is important. So make sure you set up like a S&P 500 or QQQ, like I said, or you can do a VTI. If you really want to play it safe, you can do VTI. And VTI covers the total stock market. So that's 3,500 plus companies. So, or top businesses and companies in the world, you know what I'm saying? So 3,500 companies, S&P 500 VOO or SPY, that tracks 500 of the top companies and businesses in the world, right? But VTI covers 3,500. So that alone right there is like, okay, like you're saying there's no way 3,500 companies are gonna go bankrupt and perish and go out of business. There's really no way that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you're kind of just nervous, you don't really know the stock market that much or anything like that, boom, you can just open up Roth IRA, keep investing into a VTI through that account, and it'll appreciate. I think the only way VTI will not work is if there's like some type of apocalypse, like some type of little zombie apocalypse or something like that, and every company in this world just perishes, because there's no way. Like, so yeah, VTI, if you want to play it safe, put your money in, set up index fund like VTI and just let it appreciate over time. You can add QQQ, you can add other stuff if you want to, but if you want to play it safe, VTI, which is the total stock market. Then over time it appreciates, or it compounds over time, and it gains dividends, right? So your money is working for you over time, you know what I'm saying? So then you want to withdraw it, and you pay $0 on everything, right? So then it comes out not taxed, right? And then, but your earnings are locked until you're 60 years and older. So yeah, and then you just want to keep maxing it out. Keep maxing out your Roth IRA and every year. So yeah, that's pretty much what a Roth IRA is. And then a 401, now I'm gonna get into the difference between a 401k. So like I said, going back into it, so you're earning income, right? Consistent income, right? And revenue. Um, let's say if you're just working a job, right? That money is already being taxed. You put that money into a 401k over time, it's gonna grow. But then once you want to take that money out, once you're of age to be retired or whatever, once you take that money out, it's getting taxed again. So that you're getting double taxed. You know what I'm saying? Roth IRA, you don't get double taxed. But there are some benefits to a 401k as well. So like an employer's match. You know what I'm saying? That's free money on the table for you. So it's okay, a 401k is better for people who want more, how I say, like immediate like tax relief. And so the pros about it, your money goes in pre-taxed and you can get an employer match. So that's really like, that's a huge advantage, you know what I'm saying? And then there's a high contribution limit. But one of the cons about it is that you have less control of the investment options. So you can't really say what you want to put your money into. Like, you know how I said, once you open up a Roth IRA, you could choose what investment. So you can do VTI, the total stock market. You can do S&P 500, QQQ. You can do all sorts of different stuff, right? You can even do individual stocks if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about stocks is that individual stocks have higher reward. It's a higher risk, but a higher reward. So if you understand what the company is, you know what the company stands for, you know what their business is, and you know, you think like they're gonna last for a while, like long-term stocks, individual stock, then you know what I'm saying, by all means, go ahead, you know. Higher risk, high reward though. But if you know, if you're for certain about that blue chip stock, yeah, go ahead, 100%, go in it. But one thing about a 401k though, one of the cons is that if you want to take that money out earlier, then you get taxed, or you get penalties, I should say. You get penalties for withdrawing that 401k money out too early. So that's one of the cons about it too. Now, for a Roth IRA, a Roth IRA is for people that really expect to make more money over time. So let's just say you're making like $1,200 a month, right? Now, but you have a plan. You plan your work and then you're working your plan, right? So now you're almost guaranteed, like, you know, like you're gonna be making more money over time, right? So it's more for like people who plan on making more income in the future and who wants tax-free income later on. So, but the cons about a Roth IRA is that there's no upfront tax break, and then it's a lower contribution limit. So you gotta max it out, right? So you gotta max out up to like $7,000 a year. So, and then just gotta keep maxing them out, right? And your income kind of limits what you can kind of do. So like, let's say if you're earning higher income, then it may be restricted, you know what I'm saying? So it might be restricted, but then that's when you can get like a side hustle or something like that. There's way to find little loopholes and finesse the system, but you know, you just gotta plan. You just gotta be strategic about it, you know what I'm saying? So if you do earn too much, you may be restricted, but you can get a little side business, a little side hustle or something like that, and just put the contributions into your 401k. So now I'm gonna talk about like a smart strategy for optimization, I should say. So you can contribute to a 401k up to an employer match, right? So that's free money on the table, right? That's a huge advantage compared to a Roth IRA. So get that employer match, then max out your your Roth IRA, which is tax-free money. Then once you max out your Roth IRA, then go back into your 401k. Just invest more into that. Invest more money into your 401k after you max out your Roth IRA. This gives you free money now. Then it also gives you tax-free money later, and diversification across tax strategies, right? There's ways of just being strategic about it. So yeah, I'm 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to turn 20 soon, but I think people my age, they need to start thinking about retirement early. You know what I'm saying? Because it is possible. It's possible to retire at 35 years old. You know, the dude that I interviewed at my school, he said I could have retired 10 years ago. He's 45 years old, so he could have retired at 35 years old. And he has just different businesses on the side. And he said he teaches business just for fun. Like, he teaches business because he's bored. So yeah, he's set up and he's not just talking, because I've seen some of the stuff that he does have, and I could tell he knows what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I think young people need to start thinking about their, like he said, start thinking about your financial future early. You know what I'm saying? I think 401k and knowing the difference between a 401k and a Roth IRA can help you out, and knowing how to do it and not make the mistakes that a lot of people do, because a lot of people do know about a Roth IRA, but they forget to set up an index fund. And or people have a 401k and they don't know how to do like little tax strategies and loopholes to get more benefits, to get more of a ROI, a better return on investment. Yeah. So yeah, that's the difference between a Roth IRA and a 401k. I'm gonna catch y'all again. Let me know, do y'all fuck with the hair though? Something different, you know? I feel like I've had the curls for so long, I want a different hairstyle now. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all though in the next video.